I'd say every aspect of your life is impacted. You're physically, usually you're physically unwell, depending on which eating disorder you're dealing with, maybe more severely than others. For me, it was anorexia. So I was extremely underweight. I had issues with my heart, kind of irregular, very low heart rate. I was cold all of the time. I would wear like 4 jackets. I couldn't, I was having baths to keep my body temperature normal.
I'm guessing it affects the menstrual cycle.
Absolutely. I lost my period for years. It's taken a lot of work to get that back and to get pregnant. I mean, there was a time where I didn't know if I could ever have children. So it impacts you physically in so many ways that you wouldn't think of. I mean, your brain it's not yours. It's fog. I remember having conversations and just feeling like a zombie. I couldn't communicate with people. I couldn't speak. I had no energy. It really was like me, but someone had like dialed me down to like level 1. So there's all the physical sides of it, and more importantly, there's the kind of mental health side of it where, for me, I was incredibly anxious about everything. I couldn't sleep. I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning, wired, start cleaning the kitchen. It was a very strange existence at the time. I was depressed, ended up on antidepressants for a couple of years. I mean, I came off them because I got pregnant. But your brain, you don't feel like yourself. You're not yourself.
Well, your brain's not getting the fuel that it needs. It's not getting the nutrients that it needs.
Absolutely. It's getting nowhere close to what it needs to even function. You're not giving it what it needs to function. So aside from the way it directly impacts you, it impacted my relationships, my friendships, my social life. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see anyone. A lot of our socializing revolves around food. And it was easier for me to just say, no, I'm not going. I don't want to go. On the occasions I did go, I cried in more restaurants in London than I can bear to admit. And, if I would go, I would order the same thing. I would order whitefish with green vegetables. And if I suspected that they had put butter in it or something, they had prepared it in a way that wasn't exactly how I needed it to be, I would burst into tears. And, I look back at that and it's anyway, it's embarrassing, but it shows where you're at that point. It just shows how impacted you are. I wasn't seeing friends. I wasn't me for a very long time. And that played into why I knew I needed to recover, because I did have these glimpses of times where I just knew, oh my God, my life, what is my life? I don't do anything. I'm putting my partner through absolute torture. I mean, no one will ever know what he went through getting me through that time. It weighed on him, I'd say, as heavily as it weighed on me. Unfortunately, I had that, but like you say, not everyone does. And if you're going through something like that by yourself, I would just hope that anyone who's struggling understands that it's not their fault. It's not something they have to cope with, and it's not something they have to deal with alone. There is professional help.
Thanks for watching the Radical Health Rebel YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to share with your friends and family, or share via your social media. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications of new video clips from the podcast. And if you want to watch the full episode, completely ad-free, plus premium content, and join the Radical Health Rebel Patreon community, head on over to the Radical Health Rebel Patreon channel at www.patreon.com/Radical Health Rebel. Thanks again for watching.